And we'll continue along here with our cleanup. So let's start with our elevations. Let's go to our front elevation. And let's have a quick look around here. Okay. Not really a whole lot we have to clean up. We could probably pull these bubbles up a little bit, make some room. There's our new beam, etc. Now you have to make sure that for this beam to show up that you're set to be either medium or fine detail. If you set this to coarse detail, of course it turns the structural components into single line. These are architectural columns, they're not structural columns, so they're not being affected, but the beam is a structural component, which means if we set this to be coarse detail, it will just show it as a single line kind of stick frame. And we'll see that when we go to our left elevation as well. So our front elevation for the most part looks okay. Let's go to our left elevation. Okay, there we go. You see, you can't see that beam in there. What we have to do is switch this over to say medium detail, and then we'll see that beam. Let's turn on my crop region here, visibility, and let's grab this guy and let's pull this down a little bit. We don't need that much room. Okay, and we can probably pull this up a little bit, tighten that up a little bit, and then we can turn off the visibility of the crop region. Then I'm going to zoom in a little bit, grab these dimensions using my shift arrow key, just kind of nudge these guys. In fact, I'm going to nudge these guys right over, and if you've ever seen our lessons on datums, crop regions, and scope boxes, you'll know that these will follow the that crop region. Just like that. So we can turn that off, and probably want to put a little bit of text and some notes in here. Okay, let's go to our annotation tab. Let's add some text in here. Okay, beam. I'm not even going to worry about speccing the size of it. We'll let the engineer figure that out. So we can just do something like that. Add in a left arc. Okay. And we can maybe add in another little piece of text in here. Posts. Okay, and I think they're P4s. Hit escape. Let's go to my main floor. And zoom in. And they are P4s. So back to my left elevation. And I'll just go in front of here and put P4 posts. Escape, escape. Click on here. Add in a left arc. Okay. We can add in the railing and call up the cladding and stuff like that. Okay, we don't need this L bracket in here anymore because we've gone to a full supporting porch. So we had just a little one that was supported by that L bracket. Okay, we can see that we've got our posts coming right down through. So we want to do a little cleanup on this elevation here. So let's have a look at that in plan. So the posts are going to come down and bear right on this foundation wall. And I think because they both end exactly flush with each other, that's why I'm getting the crisscross lines. Let's go down to my main floor. Okay, you can see that. So all I really have to do is grab this post and nudge it just a hair over. And I go to that left elevation. I'm going to get that to clean up, even though it is bearing down on here. So that's good, just like that. Okay, you might want to show these as dashed or hidden lines. Okay, I haven't shown any grading. Sometimes I just, because I don't know the exact grading for this particular model, I might just go in here and use a detail line, and then maybe use a wide line inside of here, you know, and just literally put a line in here. Add a little bit of a slope. Pull this down a little bit. And then nudge it up. And then just add a note in here and say, you know, grading as per site. Finish grade. Click out, add a little arrow key on there, and I should probably add the leader line as I place the text. Okay. So not too bad. Okay, let's go to the small front. We had a look at that earlier. Okay, we're not putting any text because this is just for our cover sheet, so it looks okay. Let's go to small left. Small left again. Maybe add in that grade line. Let's go to left. Let's grab this grade line and go Control C, copies that to the clipboard, the small left, and let's go to modify. Oh, here's our paste align here, and current view. Just pops that in. Not a big deal. Rear elevation. Rear elevation, really no change. Again, I can just go modify and then paste align just to get the oh, it's not in there, so I'll draw a new line. Annotation, detail line. It's going to remember my last one was a wide line. Put a line in there. Maybe put a piece of text or a note or something like that on there. Okay. Right side elevation. Double click. Same problem. I'm going to start by taking these guys and doing a shift nudge and nudge these guys in. Click out. Grab my annotation family of my bar scale, which is nice when the field guys have a reduced print. And then I will turn on my crop region. I'll take my crop region and shrink it down a little bit like this. Okay. Click out. Now, depending on how these guys were set up, if they're 3D, they would follow that, but they're not. So I'm going to go in and grab this guy, drag it down to about there. Click out. Zoom out. This guy's the rogue level line. Pull it in. Line it up with the other ones. Didn't seem to go. Click there. Drag it. Click out. And squish up my crop region a little bit. Okay. Not too bad. Again, I could add some notes in here. Let's add a grading line, detail line. And I believe I have it sloping front to back. Escape, click on here. Nudge it up. Gonna need a window well there for the window, potentially. Okay. Which is fine. So that looks good. Let's turn off our crop region. Okay. Let's have a look at our sections. Okay. Not too bad. We might have to go in and do a little bit of cleanup. We'll do that in our next lesson. But let's go down and look at our sheets for now. And we'll go to our front view, or a cover sheet, which has our elevations and stuff on there. So that looks good. This guy inside of here, let's activate that view. And let's do a shift middle mouse and kind of swivel that around a little bit. Want to see a little different angle. Deactivate the view. Cover sheet looks good. Front elevation and roof plan. Looks good. Okay. Right elevation. Click on here. Shift. Nudge that guy over a little bit. And grab my reference bubble. Move that over. Take the whole thing. Nudge it over to the left. Looks good. Left elevation. Looks good. Oh, looks like we need to do a little cleanup there. Back here, double click on that left elevation. Zoom in. Grab this guy and pull it down. Click out. Double click back to my sheet. Looks good. Rear elevation sheet. Nudge, nudge, nudge. Foundation plan. We've done our cleanup on there. Oh, maybe fix this level or this section bubble. Okay. Zoom out a little bit. Grab my section bubble. Bring that guy in. Tidy it up a little bit. Looks good. Back to my foundation plan. Grab it. Nudge it down a little bit. And then grab this guy, move it up. I can do that because I have my press and drag on. Okay, main floor. That looks okay.